Hey there, it's Bobi aka Paginator, and this is day 23 of 31 days of Halloween. In this series, we're making an altered book Halloween junk journal, mostly in black and white, and if you're new to the series, the playlist is linked below. Feel free to check out all of the videos and let me know which spreads are your favorite. Today is day 23. This little box is just holding the book down to help balance, because this is such a gator mouth that I have 3 large Vampire Academy novels underneath this, holding it so that it's kind of level to work with. Of course, we need to start things off with our Nightmare Before Christmas Advent Calendar unboxing. We are almost out of days on this, you guys. Here is day 23. Who is it going to be today? Ooh! Okay, it's Jack as Snowman, but glittery. Fun! In yesterday's, we got the glittery Zero, and I made a Bohemian Rhapsody inspired spread for day 22. I'm not sure what I'm going to make today. I guess we need to take a look at the prompts list. Here's our list, and my pencil has wandered away, so I'm going to use this purple marker that's sitting here handy. One of the things that I have on my list that I don't actually own is a cigarette or tea card. But if we swap this to a cabinet card, I do have one of those. So we're going to use a cabinet card today. Those items are very similar anyway, so it shouldn't be a problem. I haven't done a page tab in a while. Let's do one of those. Let's add some spider webs, and let's do a pocket. Sorry, one more thing. I would like to add some stars today. Alright, will this kind of stay without that box? I don't know if it's gonna work. Everybody cross your fingers. Alright, this is the cabinet card that I have. This is an actual real vintage cabinet card. There is no markings or any words on the back, so I don't know who this lady is. But we're going to use her, and we'll put her on one side or the other and make a pocket for her. She's so gorgeous that I don't want to like glue her down, because I want to be able to like pull it out and look at the back and just see like the aged patina of it. Yeah, I know I'm weird. Something that we can do is create a small pocket for this to slide into. And then we of course need to add a page tab, webs, and stars. I have this little packet of stars. I guess I should open it, then you can see it better. And some of them are silver, so we can use the ones that are silver there and add some of those. And then we can make a page tab fairly easily with some scrapbook paper or something like that. And then for the pocket, what shall we do? This black and gray kind of, I don't know if it qualifies as gingham or just plaid print is speaking to me. So maybe we'll just make the pocket out of this. But first we need a background for our paper. I have these dictionary pages that have bats and spider webs on them. If I cut them down to size, they're going to be a little bit small, but we could edge them up with black soot, and those could be the background for this page. That might be kind of fun to do. Let me play with that a little bit. Alright, so our background pieces are down and we have this pocket. I don't dare try to slide the cabinet card in there until I know that the glue is really like dried and fixed there. So we can move on to playing with something else. And I have this little spider web material that I found at the dollar store. It does come with little spiders, so we may add one there. It kind of just depends on how they work. Some of you might be thinking, but there's spider webs right here. You already finished that prompt. Well, I want to add some more, and I want to add some dimension and texture to the page. Alright, so the little spiders are those spider rings that are everywhere at Halloween time. We could definitely snip the ring part off and glue the spider down if it fits the page. I'm not going to necessarily do that just because we have webs. This stuff also could be very fussy to work with. I'm definitely going to have to use the hot glue gun. We will see what we're able to do. If it doesn't work out at all, I can always use these as Halloween decorations at home. So see if this is weird. We're at day 23, right? And I haven't decorated my house for Halloween other than to hang up a sign that I got from the dollar store today that said, "Join our Black Hats Society tour inside," with some witches standing by a cauldron. And I have the Nightmare Before Christmas figures I've been pulling on my entertainment center. I haven't got out any of my other decorations. Alright, so I think the best way to do this would just be for me to pull off a piece of this that I could maybe glue down. So I'm just going to work on separating that from the rest of it. One of the tricky things about working with this kind of stuff is if you have any little cuts on your fingers, or like even just little hangnails or anything, this stuff will snag on them. So it just is constantly sticking. If you're much better at caring for your skin and hands than I am, then you wouldn't need to worry. I kind of am envisioning the web maybe going across the bottom here and then swooping up onto this page like this. Something like that. What do we think? It's sticking to me every time I touch it. Okay, I have an idea. I found some disposable gloves, and maybe that will help so that the web doesn't catch on my hands every time I try to work with it. Or maybe they'll just make my hands look funny and it won't work at all. Whew, that actually works really nicely to have these gloves on. It didn't catch on my fingers a ton. I don't like having these gloves on, so hopefully I won't have to keep them on for the entire video. I think I'm ready to try the cabinet card in the pocket. I'm a little bit worried that it might be too big, just because of what happens when you glue down a pocket. It doesn't give you enough space. Okay. I think if I can very carefully trim off the sides of this, we'll still be able to make this work. I just used my straight edge trimmer and trimmed off a tiny bit on each side, so she does fit now. I love creating stories for my spreads. I'm trying to think of a good story for this lady. Now, she's not really smiling, but she looks like a kind person, and because I am an aunt, I'm going to imagine that this is someone's favorite aunt, and they keep this picture of her even though she's long gone, and it's getting a little bit covered in cobwebs because maybe they're not a great housekeeper. But this lady, she was someone's favorite aunt, and she was one of those people that was like an aunt or like a surrogate mom to a lot of kids in the neighborhood, and they'd come over and visit her, and she'd give them homemade treats and things, and just, she was that kind of person. I think that she had a hobby of stargazing. So we are going to add some silver stars somewhere on this page for her. Maybe we'll do like a little cluster here. And I'm going to need my little awl to poke holes, which is right here. So how many stars should we give her? I kind of feel like 5 is my go-to number for things. It's an odd number, which is good for design. It's my favorite number, and like 5 stars is like a great rating on things. Like if you go on Amazon and rate a purchase, you can give it 5 stars, or Goodreads to rate a book, you can give it 5 stars. So let's punch some holes. I'm actually terrified to do this while this is on the stack. So I'm going to remove the books underneath here, and we're going to try to do this flat on the table so that I don't ruin everything. Okay, there we have our 5 stars. And you can see that these do poke out of the back of the page, but if you've been following this series, you know that I have 2 pages that get glued together. So this will actually become 1 page, and we won't see those. We still need to make a page tab, and I'd like to make it on this side, maybe somewhere in this area here. Okay, there's our page tab, and it does match this pocket here. Of course, now my brain's saying, now you need a triangle. So we could do that with like simply cutting a little piece of this and maybe putting it at the top of this page here. Use our tab punch to hold this down again and do a quick little snip. There we have our triangle, and one last thing that my brain is telling me that I need is some kind of sentiment here. I'm going to grab my Tim Holtz Halloween sentiment stickers, and we'll look at those first. We've got elixirs and potions, oddities, frightful, masquerade, skulls and bones, apothecary, the end, strange things, eek, spooky, dearly departed, haunted, toxic, boo, spellbound, lost and found, beware, wicked, curiosities, hocus pocus, jack-o'-lantern, bewitched, trick or treat, happy Halloween, October 31st. I think to fit with the story of this lady and how well loved she is, we're going to go with dearly departed. And we'll just put you right here, a little sticker. All right, I think we're done. So this is our spread for day 23. Please come back and join me for day 24, and we'll see you all in the next video. In the meantime, have a wonderful, magical, and spooky day. Happy crafting. Adios.